Hey guys, what's up? Naomi here with a full day of eating, what I eat in a day video to fuel my body and stay healthy. Today's video is sponsored by Naked Nutrition, who just came out with some new protein bars, and I'll give you guys details about those in just a minute that make the perfect snack. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the kitchen. Let's talk Naked's new bars first. Naked Nutrition has always been dedicated to making their products with pure ingredients and being transparent, which they did no differently with their new bars. Naked bars come in two delicious flavors, chocolate fudge and peanut butter crunch. Each flavor is under 200 calories, has 15 grams of grass-fed whey protein, and is also high in fiber, which I love because most people, including myself, don't typically eat enough fiber on a day-to-day basis. Naked bars don't have any artificial sweeteners, flavors, or colors, no sugar alcohols, and are also gluten and soy free. I have the chocolate fudge one here with me today, which has 6 grams of fat, 23 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of sugar, which is lower than what you typically see in a standard protein bar. These are a great snack for right before a workout if you need a little boost of carbs for energy, or really just any time during the day whenever you're craving something a little sweet and need a calorie and macro friendly option. I'm a huge chocolate fan, and typically healthier versions of chocolate flavored anything sometimes taste a little thin and almost depleted, but Naked chocolate fudge bars definitely hit the spot for me with how rich in flavor they are, so these are a winner, guys. I'm gonna leave a link to these down below in the description, so make sure to check them out and pick up a box to try for yourselves. So today for breakfast, I'm going to be doing an omelet. I will be using 2 cage-free eggs, some egg whites, and some ham, and then some turkey sausage. These are just like regular ham that, you know, like the slices. I just cut them up, and then as well as just like small, like little turkey sausage patties that I also cut up, and then I just put them all in a container like this. That way in the mornings it's easy for me to throw everything together instead of having to cut up the ingredients every single morning. Just a little bit more faster and more efficient. And then I also have bell peppers here, red, green bell peppers, as well as jalapenos, also just pre-cut. So I do this at the beginning of every week, just so I can easily mix everything together every single morning without the hassle of the prepping the food. So anyways, I'm gonna mix this all together, pop it on the stove, and then easy as that. Alright guys, so that's all that I have for my first meal of the day. It's not really necessarily like an omelet, more like an egg scramble kind of a thing. Just finished it off with some sriracha, and I never used to be like an eggs and sriracha person, but I've grown accustomed to it. And while I eat my breakfast, I also have the pot going for lunch. And so I'm gonna get lunch kind of started as well while I eat my breakfast, so that when I'm ready to eat lunch, then that's already ready to go as well. So let me show you what I have going on over there real quick. Next up, I'm going to make some boiled chicken, which for me, I grew up eating boiled chicken. I feel like it's like a pretty traditional Hmong dish, but for people who haven't eaten it, I feel like the idea of boiling chicken is really weird. But if you've never tried it, try it. I feel like it's almost like a soul food, you know? It's something that you eat when you're sick or like on a rainy day or whatever. So I have my water boiling here. I have my entire whole chicken. If you don't want to use a whole chicken, you could definitely just do chicken breast, so it's a little bit more lean. But for me, I like to use a whole chicken just because I feel like it adds more flavor to everything. Besides that, all I'm gonna put in there is lemongrass, which, can we talk about this for a second? Because this is not acceptable. So I usually get my groceries delivered, and so I ordered lemongrass, and y'all, I paid $3 for this little stump here, okay? Anyways, I went to my mom's house and she hooked me up with a whole bag of lemongrass. Alright guys, I'm just gonna let this sit and cool down while I go to the gym, and this will be my post-workout meal. And really, this is it. I know it doesn't look like much, but I promise you it tastes better than what it looks like. I know it looks super plain and like bland and whatnot, but I really enjoy eating boiled chicken. It's something that I eat like on a weekly, monthly basis. Some people would like to eat the chicken with the broth. I like to eat it dry. When I pack this up, because I'll eat this throughout the whole week, I obviously not gonna eat this whole chicken in one sitting. And so I'll just usually measure out however much I want and then eat it with some rice and some pepper, which I'll also show you guys how I like to make my pepper later when we come back from the gym, just so it's a little bit extra fresh when I eat it. And then that's pretty much it. And so, oh, that's what I was gonna say. I usually keep some of the broth. When I pack this up in a Tupperware, I'll just put some of the broth in there just so that the chicken doesn't dry out. But that is all for my lunch for today. I'm gonna head to the gym and I'll come back and we can eat this together. Alright guys, we're back from the gym and we just showered. I'm going to go ahead and make my pepper for lunch to go with the chicken. I'll give you guys the basic ingredients that I like to use, and of course if you like to make pepper, everyone has their own style and taste preference of how they like to do pepper, but for me, this is how I've learned to make it and this is how I like to eat it. I'm going to chop up my green onion. This is just like one bundle of cilantro, and then I have green onion which is already chopped, because that's another thing that I usually just because we use the green onion, I feel like in a lot of our foods, so we'll just chop up a bunch of green onion at the beginning of the week and then just use it with our meals throughout the week. And I also have tomatoes and then some Thai chili peppers as well. And again, if you like it spicy, for us, we like the spice. We don't mind a little bit of spice. So I will be doing a decent handful of peppers here. I also have some sea salt, but you can just use regular salt, some sugar, and then this is La seasoning. And in English, they call it larb, L-A-R-B. I'll link this down below. You can get it from Amazon. But if you have a local Asian store, definitely get it from there because it's significantly cheaper versus getting it from Amazon. So I'm gonna put that in there as well. And then just some fish sauce. Use whatever kind of fish sauce you like. And then I also have some of this tamarind soup mix. So that's everything that I use for my pepper. I have I usually do 6 to 8 ounces of chicken. A lot of times I'll just remove the chicken from or the meat from the bone so I can measure it more accurately. So 6 to 8 ounces of the chicken cooked with 3 to 4 ounces of rice also weighed cooked. And then I have my pepper here, which the pepper, if you've never eaten pepper on the side, it's really just kind of like a dipping sauce. You just take your chicken like this, and then I like to just get a little bit of pepper, probably more than that. Get some pepper, and then just eat it like this. Alright guys, so it's time for dinner. I'm going to be making just a personal pizza. This has been one of my favorite dishes to make. So if you guys have seen my vlog here on YouTube or you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I've been growing my own, I've been growing my own basil. I have just regular basil. I don't know what the technical term. Then I have Thai basil, and I also have mint and then green onions. So I've been growing that. And I have this little mini garden here at my place. And so that's been a lot of fun. But I have so much basil, I didn't know what to do with it, and so I started making these mini Margherita pizzas and eating those basically every single day because that's how much basil I have. So I'm gonna get the dough, the bread started. I'll put that in the oven for a couple minutes, and then we'll do everything else. So I just have my baking pan here with aluminum foil. I'm gonna spray it with some cooking spray, and then for the bread, I'm going to use Joseph's flax, oat bran, and whole wheat pita bread. Which, if you've never tried this before, I get this from Hy-Vee, but I believe I've also gotten it from Fresh Thyme as well. And this stuff, the calories and macros are incredible. But one of these pitas are 60 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 9 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of protein. So literally, I don't know what they put in here, but it's amazing. And then to start it out, I'm just going to do a little bit of olive oil, and then some minced garlic here. You can definitely use fresh garlic if you want to, but this is just faster and easier for me. Then I have my oven on bake at 450 degrees, which I honestly don't even know if that's right. First time I made the pizza, I put it at 450 because it sounded like a good number for pizza, and it's worked for me, so that is what I do. So I'm gonna pop that in the oven for literally just 1 or 2 minutes to get it a little bit like more golden brown, and then I'll come back and do everything else. And so while my bread is in the oven getting golden and crispy, I'm gonna cut up some cheese for my pizza. I have just mozzarella cheese here, nothing super fancy. You can use any brand that you want to. This is just the kind that I like to use. I don't really know a lot about cheese, and so if you're a cheese person, you have a specific kind of cheese you'd like to put in pizza, use that. For the cheese, I'm gonna use about 2 ounces, 1 to 2 ounces of this mozzarella, and I'm also gonna add some pepper jack as well. Alright guys, I'm gonna pick some basil. I'm a little scared. I usually do this earlier during the day, and right now we kind of live close to a lake, and it's like grasshopper season or something. There are grasshoppers everywhere, and we love, yeah, I'm like, so literally you just walk and they just start jumping like this everywhere. But usually I do pick the basil during the day, so I can see the grasshoppers clearly. Okay, so it took a little bit too long picking the basil, and it's a little crispy, okay? That's okay. So I am going to do pizza sauce first. But it's just like a Prego pizza sauce, nothing fancy. And then after that, I'm gonna do my meats. I have ground beef here, which you can really do. So I'm gonna do I do like the ground beef in place of like sausage, but you can definitely do sausage if you want, or ground pork if you want. You can do chicken. You can make your pizza however you want to, honey. So I'll probably do like about 1 to 2 ounces, or about actually 2 ounces cooked of the ground beef here. So we're gonna stack this with really as much protein as we can. And then I also have some pepperoni. Oh, then for the ground beef, it is 93% lean ground beef. If you eat a bit of ground beef, having that 93% lean ground beef really makes a huge difference. And just like being able to cut down calories a little bit and fat as well. Anyway, I have pepperoni here as well. I don't remember the brand this was, just pepperoni. But because I do my personal pizzas a lot, then I already had pepperoni from the last couple of times that I made pizzas, and obviously I don't typically use an entire pack of pepperoni for one pizza. I'm gonna do 5 slices. Pepperoni is probably my favorite meat topping. Yeah, I like pepperoni the best. Uh-oh, I did it wrong. Basil. Okay guys, I lied. So I'm not gonna take the beef off. I forgot to put the basil on. Usually I do the sauce and then the basil and then the meat, but then I forgot to. So I'm just gonna take out the pepperoni and then we'll have a layer of basil between the meats, which is fine. So I'm gonna take my basil here. Honestly, however much basil I pick, I put as much basil onto the pizza as I possibly can, because I love I love basil, and I love basil on my pizza. It's so delicious. Honestly, if it was me, I would still prefer a little bit more basil, but this will do. Anyways, so we have my pepperoni. I'm gonna put some balsamic vinegar on top, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my cheese. I have it's just Kraft pepper jack cheese. I know it's probably not the best, but when I was comparing macros and calories, this was not bad. So again, I'm gonna do about 1 to 2 ounces of each kind of cheese, to a total of about 3 ounces of cheese. All right, so we are good to go. Our pizza is all toppinged up. I'm gonna stick this in the oven for about 7 to 10 minutes. And then while we do that, I'm gonna make a little salad to go on the side of our pizza. This is like kind of what I've been liking to do to just like help me get my greens in. And I've never actually been a big salad person, because I feel like when you think of salad, you think of, for me anyways, like just really bland and like doesn't taste like anything, you know. But I've been like having fun and playing with different ingredients, incorporating different like berries and stuff like that, nuts and whatnot, just to make it more fun. And I feel like by doing that, it's been a really fun way for me to get my greens in and my micronutrients, and etc. I just have this spring mix of greens, which is baby lettuce and baby greens. And then I'm just gonna go in with my berries and fruits and whatnot. And so in here I have just some strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries that are already washed and are ready to go. And then I also have some cucumbers in here as well that are already pre-cut and ready to go for whenever I do my salads. I'm just gonna do a couple of slices of cucumber. I'm just gonna put my raspberries in here, along with my blueberries, and really just like a handful of each is what I'm doing. Of course, you can do as much or as little as you want. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some nuts. I have my honey roasted walnuts here, and then honey roasted almonds here. So I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of each. And then I'm gonna go in next with some feta cheese. And I have the Odyssey feta crumbled fat-free cheese here. So feta, I feel like the more I say it, the more I feel like I'm saying feta cheese. Oh yes, I've really been liking feta cheese on my salads, and so I'm gonna do about an ounce of cheese. And then of course, is it really a salad if you don't have some croutons? I love some croutons. And then to top my salad off, I'm going to be using this Dijon balsamic silky and savory salad dressing. But just so that my salad and my croutons don't get so soggy yet, I'm going to save this for later when I eat it and put it over everything. Alright guys, so I'm just making everything a little crispy today. So that's a little bit overdone, a couple minutes overdone, but it's okay. It will still taste great. To top off my pizza, I'm just gonna put these crushed red pepper flakes right on top. And let's cut this pizza up and grab our salad and eat dinner. That's all that I have for you guys today for my full day of eating what I eat a day video to fuel my body and stay healthy. If you guys have any questions for me about about my meals or nutrition or anything like that, make sure to drop a comment down below, and also check out my nutrition playlist where I have more videos about nutrition. Today was definitely a busier day, and so I ended up eating larger meals and less snacks than I typically do. So if you guys would like to see more videos like this, so you guys can kind of see, like, you know, on a varying kind of basis what I eat a day, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment down below letting me know. Thank you so much again for taking the time out of your day to come here, watch this video, and hang out with me. And don't forget to check out Naked Nutrition. I'll leave all their information and link to shop down below. Pick up some protein bars and check out their other products as well. Thanks again to Naked Nutrition for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.